Next up, we have a short presentation by Arko. So can we have the team member from Arko on stage, please, for the presentation?
This is Arvind Kothari. I'm representing a firm called Arko Global. We are basically a design-based furniture and interior company who collaborate architecture and interior together. Now, why architecture and interior should be together is, as a furniture and interior company, we do know that what kind of spaces school actually needs, where the library should be, where the lab should be, what should be the servicing, what should be the areas of plumbing and everything. So while the architecture is happening, we take care of your complete designing, keeping the interior in mind, which makes the output of the school much more different by doing a X guy who is doing your architecture and then Y guy coming into interior who tells you a different story that this should have been done like that or like this. So architecture and interior has been clubbed together by our firm. In terms of art, can you go back? So basically we have a dedicated design team for architecture plus interior. We only do schools across India. We also have a 20,000 square feet manufacturing facility. So we are one of the only companies in India who can take care architecture, interior plus manufacturing together. Plus what we also try to do is we do try to understand what is the curriculum of the school, what kind of teaching philosophy and learning spaces they are looking out for, and we tailor-made your designs according to the way it is required for your curriculum and your spaces. In a way, all the schools are same, but what happens inside is very different. So we do try to understand what is the difference, and our solution comes from the difference of the curriculum what you are going along with. We have a 12-year experience in terms of doing schools, and we don't try to catalog our furniture with all the schools. We are not a company who will tell you, okay, this is our catalog, why don't you pick a product and we'll supply. We are a company who will give our time to you. We'll try to understand, okay, what kind of spaces you are looking out at, and then we will design the needs accordingly, and that goes from lobby to classrooms to kindergarten to library to labs, all the spaces available in the school. I will just show you a sample of how we design a school and how does the designing goes. Can you go further, Imran? So this is the school we have done in Tirupati. It's called JCR Edu Valley, which is an experimental school. If you see, this is the floor plan of the complete school. These are basically the computer labs and classrooms. We'll go one by one. Can you go further? This is the lobby area. So if you see, this is how the lobby has been designed. We have given a separate counseling room, waiting areas, and the lobby and the reception block. This is the 3D view for the reception block. This is the chemistry lab. What we do with labs is we make the labs flexible, so your labs can change shape the way it is required. If you see right now, in the first model, the clusters are towards one side, and if you go to the second model, the tables are changing their shape. What does it tell you? It tells you when the kids want to do only theory in lab, you can change the orientation of the table the way it is required. Or if the lab technician wants a group of 4 or 6 or 8 kids to work together, then you have the mobility to change the lab accordingly. Now, if you see the 3D view, you will understand the prospect for it. This is the fixed format, where all the tables are being attached to the main cluster, and they can do the practicals right now. If you go further, Imran, go to the next, please. You can split the tables the way it is now. Now, this gives you mobility to move your lab the way it is required. Now, if you see, our labs are constant from 15, 20 years. They have the same structure. They have the same identification. You can't do anything with it. But the lab designs, what we give you, it has more flexibility, more mobility, plus it has the advantage of giving you the way the lab is actually required for that present day. If you go to the physics labs and biology lab, again, you will see the same pattern. This is the fixed cluster of physics lab. This is the movable cluster of physics lab. You can see the 3D. So this is how the cluster is fixed right now. When you move the cluster can be moved further like this. You can rearrange the segment the way it is required. Again, this is biology lab. This is the fixed orientation. If you want to change the orientation works in this way, the way it is required as per the convenience of the lab technician or the teacher in the lab. This is the computer lab. This is being inspired from a shape of a wing of a bird. So if you see the isometric view, you will see the shape is exactly like a wing of a bird. And if you see the ceiling also, the ceiling has the same design. So we don't try to give you same kind of furniture. We try to understand what kind of the orientation of the room is, and the furniture has been designed accordingly. These are the classroom layouts. This is more of a flexible and basically collaborative classroom design, where you can see the tables can be joined and separated the way it is required as per the teacher. You can make a cluster of 4, 8, 1, 2, whatever is needed. Again, we have given a discussion pod, locker, pegboards, pin-up boards, and again sliding boards, everything there in the classroom. This is for a smaller classroom, the orientation, and this orientation is for the bigger classroom. There is a small book library, indoor planters. Again, the tables are flexible. We have given you a reading nook separately wherever it is required. Again, you can change the shape of the desk the way you wanted according to the convenience of the school and the layout of the classrooms. These are basically your hallways areas. We literally believe that the hallways area cannot be wasted in schools. So all the hallway areas have sittings, reading areas, and nooks for discussion. And Okay, you can please come down to the counter if you're really interested to understand how we are working further. I think there is limited time to make you understand what all it is. Thank you very much for the time. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much. I would now request Mr. Anil Sharma to please felicitate the team of Arko. Let's hear it for Arko, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, sir.